Good morning, Year 5. I hope you all had a lovely half term and I hope you're feeling fresh and re-energised, ready to learn again this week. So this is our first English lesson back after the half term. And before we begin, could you please pause the video and write the date in the yellow in your English books? So the date should be Monday, the 22nd of February 2021. And the learning outcome is to retell the events of taking flight. So please pause the video to do that now for me. Okay, so quickly have a look at the signs of success on how to be successful in today's lesson, and then we will move on to the main input. Okay, so our first activity involves inference. And some of you might have done this in the guided reading session this morning. So if you have, skip to the next part of the lesson now. And if you missed this morning's guided reading session, then continue watching and then we'll do this activity together. So as it says, activity 1, I would like us to infer what happens in the short story Taking Flight, and you need to use the images, such as this one here, and the title Taking Flight to help you. So some key questions you could think about is, who is the story about? What does this image tell you? And what does the title tell you? So have a little look at the picture on the screen now and the title and think about what you think this story might be about. Okay, and once you've had a little think, we're going to spend about 5 to 10 minutes just thinking even harder and writing some sentences using our STEM sentence. I infer that, I think this because, and we're going to write some predictions in our English books. So in your English books, I want you to finish this sentence. I infer that, I think this because. And you could do a few of these and explain your different thoughts about what you think the story is going to be about. So for example, on the screen here, I've put, I infer that the short story Taking Flight is about an old man and a little boy as the image suggests. So I can see a little boy here and an old man here. So I think this image tells me that the short story is about an old man and a little boy. And you could have some other ideas as well, maybe to do with the go-kart and the helmet and the title Taking Flight. Okay, so just have a little think and write some different sentences using our STEM sentence to infer what you think the short story Taking Flight is all about. Once you've done this, we'll move on and see if you were correct. So pause the video to have a go at this activity in your books now, please. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at what the short story Taking Flight is actually about. And we're going to watch the video, and I want you to just watch it and observe what is happening. Just take in everything that happens in our short story. Okay, so I'm going to play the video now, and as I said, I just want you to watch and observe what happens.
Tony, I'm sorry, but daddies don't always get to have fun. Maybe Grandpa No-No will take you to the park. He knows how to have fun too. Used to.
No only knows how to do grown-up stuff.
Hey, Dad. How you doing, son?
Thanks for watching Tony on such short notice.
Well, I'm always happy to spend time with my grandson.
Okay, so I packed his bag. There's the regular stuff, bottled water, first aid kit, coloring book, snacks, flashcards, and it's gonna be sunny today, so please make sure he has the sunblock on. Sorry, buddy. We can play tomorrow, okay?
You said that yesterday.
Okay, you two be safe, okay?
All right. You just sit tight. I'll be done with the lawn soon. Santa Maria. You know, that wagon used to be your dad's. What say we take it out for a spin, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Keep arms and legs in sight at all times. I guess your dad didn't tell you about the escaped zoo monkeys. Well, they cause a lot of trouble around here. Did you hear that? They must be close. We have to jump! It's now or never! That was a close one. Monkeys, crocodiles, they're just pests compared to the aliens.
Tony, Dad, what in the... How did you two get so unbelievably filthy? What is that? Is that my... Did Nono tell you about the time we went to the moon?
Astronauts, prepare for liftoff!
It's now or never.
Fire up the hyperdrive!
Okay, so you should have now watched the video about Tony's adventure with his grandpa and his dad. And now what we're going to do is we're going to watch it again. And this time I want you to make notes of the key events. So you could do bullet points. You could say Tony gets dropped off at his grandpa's house by his dad and so on. So what I want you to do is watch it again. And as you're watching it, just get a pen and a piece of paper in your English book, say, and bullet point the key events that happen throughout the story. So I'm going to get the video up again and then we're going to have a go at making some notes.
Tony, I'm sorry, but daddies don't always get to have fun. Maybe Grandpa Nono will take you to the park. He knows how to have fun too. Used to.
Nono only knows how to do grown-up stuff.
Hey, Dad. How you doing, son?
Thanks for watching Tony on such short notice.
Well, I'm always happy to spend time with my grandson.
Okay, so I packed his bag. There's the regular stuff, bottled water, first aid kit, coloring book, snacks, flashcards, and it's gonna be sunny today, so please make sure he has the sunblock on. Sorry, buddy. We can play tomorrow, okay?
You said that yesterday.
Okay, you two be safe, okay?
All right. You just sit tight. I'll be done with the launch soon. Santa Maria. You know, that wagon used to be your dad's. What say we take it out for a spin, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Keep arms and legs in sight at all times. I guess your dad didn't tell you about the escaped zoo monkeys. Well, they cause a lot of trouble around here. Did you hear that? They must be close. We have to jump! It's now or never! Oh, that was a close one. Monkeys, crocodiles, they're just pests compared to the aliens.
Tony, Dad, what in the... How did you two get so unbelievably filthy? What is that? Is that my... Did Nono tell you about the time we went to the moon?
Astronauts, prepare for liftoff!
It's now or never.
Fire up the hyperdrive!
Okay, so you should have some notes now in your English books about the key events of our short story taking flight. And on the screen now, I have some example notes that I've put together, and I want you to just have a look through and check that you've got similar key events to mine. So I'm just going to read them out. So I've got that Tony's dad takes him to his grandpa's house in the hope that grandpa will be able to entertain Tony. Tony then spots an old picture of his dad and grandpa next to a red cart, which his grandpa suggests they take out for a spin. On their journey, Tony experiences the wild monkeys in the jungle, a canoe ride down the waterfall, and takes flight in an aeroplane. On the aeroplane ride, they run out of fuel and have to jump out of the plane. Luckily, parachutes get them to safety, landing in the local park. To their surprise, Tony and Grandpa get into battle with aliens. Before they know it, they are back in Grandpa's garage and Dad arrives back, angry. Dad recognises his beloved car and they take a trip to the moon. So just pause the video now and check you've got some similar notes, and if there's any you've missed out, you can add them to your bullet points. Okay, so now that we've watched the video and made some notes, I've got an activity for us to do. And that is us to create a colourful storyboard to help you retell the events of taking flight. You can use your notes to help you and re-watch the video if you need reminding or some inspiration of what to draw. So I will put the link in the YouTube description box, but if not, you can go back through this video and re-watch the video. I want you to try and be creative and write detailed descriptions underneath each of your drawings. And on the next slide, I've done a quick example of how you can structure your key events. So this is what your storyboard should look like. We've got some of our key events, and then underneath each of your drawings, I want you to write a detailed description of what's happening. And I have said that you can use more than 6 boxes. You could have 8 or you could have more than that. It depends how many key events you want to talk about. And remember, try and be detailed underneath and just have a go at drawing. You can use colours to make it nice and bright and use a ruler to draw your boxes. So I've got 6 key events here, and for example, with the first one in the box underneath, I would write, Tony takes a boring car ride to his grandpa's house to spend the day there whilst his dad runs errands, something like that. Okay, so then we've got him finding the red cart, the canoe ride, running out of fuel, fighting the aliens, and then going on a trip to the moon with his dad. So remember to use pencil for drawing, and you can use your colouring pens at home to make it nice, bright and colourful. Okay, so pause the video and spend as long as you like doing this storyboard in your English books. You can do it on a spare piece of paper if you find it easier without the lines. It's up to you. Okay, so well done everyone for all your hard work today in your first English lesson back. Please post your work on Class Dojo so I can see your wonderful creations of your storyboard. Okay, see you tomorrow for another English lesson.